I would like to introduce Mr. Kamil Cebulski, businessman, writer, and rector of ASBIRO University. He started his first company when he was 17. He published his first business book when he was 21. He was called by the press the youngest Polish millionaire. He started an entrepreneurship foundation when he was 23, and later he started ASBIRO Business School, where all the teachers are only entrepreneurs. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kamil Cebulski.
Okay, first of all, I didn't know that all conference is in English, and I didn't know that I supposed to prepare my speech in English. And I don't know if I have enough English skills to speak in English, so we decide that I will be speaking Polish, okay? Okay? Who understand only English? Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. Or maybe I will try. Yeah? But you need to help me, okay? Because I don't know a lot of, different words. For example, I know stupid and smart. I don't know nothing in the middle, okay? So, wow, in English. Okay, my subject is how to establish your own business, help you be independent. It's not true. It's not true. Because when you establish your business, you're losing your independence. Because suddenly, more and more, your stupid neighbors want your money. They want your money to pay for their expenses, for their benefits, etc. But what can give you independence is closing your company, selling your company, earn money when you have, hard money, even not on your bank account. Okay? It's working. Okay. Do we have different mics? Yeah. Okay, yeah? Better, yeah? Okay. Yeah, public school, huh? Okay. So, the money is only one way to have more independence. And what is the best way to earn money? Serving people. And there is, I think, only one way to serve more and more people. It's open your business and start serving. When I was young, I never wanted to be a very rich man, okay? My goals was to earn enough money to buy a house because I hated to live in flat. Small flat, 40 square meters, even 39. And my parents, me, my two siblings, and 40 kilograms dog. Yeah, this dog sleep with me. It was horrible. Okay, so I start my career as a programmer. I create some websites, etc. And as it was, okay, never mind. As it was said, I earned some money when I was young. I established my first company. It was a website about games. It was a stupid idea, but after 2 years, it was second biggest website about games in Poland. Then I established web shops. From web shops, it evolved to dropshipping company, and it was huge. Maybe not so huge because I employ only 27 person, and when I employed 27th person in my company, in next year I almost bankrupt, and the situation was very hard, and I had idea for two solutions. First, find some investors. Second, sell the company. And I thought that finding investors will be better for me. I tried, but fortunately, I found buyer much faster. Yeah? So I started being independent at very young age, because only hard cash can give you independence. So, we are living in Poland. My last book is called, how to translate in English? Business in country of bomb? Yeah? Biznes w kraju dziadów? Yeah? Business in the country of bomb? Yeah? Bombs? Yeah? Because I think we are the greatest nation in the world, because we are living near the border of Western civilization. Yeah? From one side we have civilized nations like Germans, France, etc. But from other side, wow, yeah, big mess, big communists like people who like it to invade us a lot. But unfortunately, we take some ideas from them, from those socialist bastards. And I want to tell you about one big invention in our Western civilization, and this invention, we don't have it in Poland. It's called limited company. Okay? Spółka ZOO in Polish. Because mainstream media or government programs tried to tell us that we need focus on startups. We need motivate young people like you to establish own company, to be independent, etc. There is a lot of benefits for startups. There is a lot of tax exemption for startups. But this is wrong way. How many of you have own company? Okay? 10%. How many of you employ more than 25%? Or in past? Nobody? Oh, yeah, 1%. Okay. So, we have 2% with big experience. Okay? And if we together start from scratch again, and you will start from scratch again, who have bigger chance to success? Of course we. Okay? Because we have experience, we know more very good employees, we know how to manage them, we have experience. Okay? It's not because we are better. We just have different experience. I think, better experience for managing the company. And imagine the situation. We, or me, I don't know how I earn some money. I build a house. Okay, it's very nice house, very big. I think it's too small, but it's 500 square meters. Yeah, it's nice. I have, bath, sauna, etc. Big yard, blah, blah, blah. 3 cars. I am living in I have very good lifestyle, yeah? And suddenly, when somebody will ask me, okay, Kamil, maybe you will establish some next company and give workplace to another 25 or 27 person, I will say, no. Why? Because we know that companies like to go bankrupt. And a lot of times, entrepreneurs end with big debt. And this is the inventions. That in modern civilizations, you can establish LTD company. What does it mean? It means that you can split your money, your wealth, by 2 parts. Okay? I move some wealth to my LTD company, and to everyone I am speak, okay, this is my stuff. When I make some decision on those stuff and I will go bankrupt, you cannot take this part. This is my house, this is my wife's car, etc., etc., etc. If we would have this kind of environment, I will invest. I will, trying to achieve my goals, be successful, be, rich, and richest and richest and richer, etc. To create more companies, more workplace, etc. But when I have only one way to achieving my goals is to risk all of it, I can't. Because I really believe that established company or earn a lot of money and be rich is one of the main goal of each man. Okay? I really believe it. But there is one thing more important, to find good wife or husband. Yeah? Doesn't matter. And if you have kids, you need thinking about their future. And I can't risk all my assets to establish next and next companies. Okay? Unfortunately, we don't have this in Poland because our spółka ZO is one big shit. Because you always you are always responsible for all of the debt of this company. So, very smart people are thinking how to solve this situation. And I don't know if you recognize Doug Casey. It is very famous libertarian author. And he are writing about the idea of 4 country. Idea of 4 country. Because you should live in one country. Okay? And I think Poland is the better place to live in all world. I didn't was in all country in the world, maybe 60, maybe 70. And I saw a lot. I am, I think, the only one person in Poland who is saying that we have very good roads. Really, we have very good roads. All South America, all Africa, half of Asia, they don't have roads. Okay? We have. But who will build the roads? Eh? So, you should live in one country. You should establish your business or your workplace in another country. Why? Because when your company will go bankrupt, it's very hard to take your assets from another country. Imagine this, I build a school in Zambia. And my Polish company going bankrupt, and government from Poland, sent email to Zambia and ask them, can you give us assets of Kamil Cebulski? No way, no fucking way. It's impossible, okay? Even in European Union, it's not so hard, but it's quite hard. For example, I am living in Poland, but all my private bank accounts are abroad, mostly in Czech. Okay? There is only one minus. Each transfer costs me €1. It's not free, because it's SEPA transfer, so it costs €1. Okay. Etc. So, you need to live in one country and work in another. Next. We are the country which biggest export is humans. We produce them a lot, and we are exporting them mostly to Germans, to UKs, etc. I think more than half of you now are thinking to go abroad after graduates. And I don't know that Western country like USA or UK are a good idea, because there is a lot of competition. And I think that better is to be big fish in small pond than small fish in big pond. So I really want to motivate you to think about going to Africa. You know what is in Africa? Nothing. For example, Zambia. It's 15 million people, okay? 15 million people, 1/3 of Poland. They don't have distillery spiritus, okay? They don't have any company who produce alcohol, pure alcohol. They import alcohol from Zimbabwe. It costs $3.05. In Poland, pure alcohol costs maybe $0.50. Okay? Wow. There is no any factory of glass bottle. Nothing. Imagine they import glass from South Africa. It's 2,000 kilometers. Everything is expensive. They don't have even dairy farm? The butter. I'm going to shop and I bought butter, and what I read? Oh, Denmark. How? Denmark, Zambia, it's 7,000 kilometers. Come on. Butter with airplanes? And it cost $4 or something for a small piece of butter. Why in Africa, they don't have anything. It's one big shit place. And this is good because we can go there and do some stuff. Okay, my friend, he is Polish. He is working in Zambia. He have own company, in security company, and he asked me, Kamil, can you help me? I need 6 girls from Poland to work in Zambia. Okay, no. They will be waitress, okay? And I pay $1,000 per month, room and food and tickets. $1,000. Room, because it's work in a hotel, new opened hotel. This is very good salary, yeah? For start. But why he's paying such big amount of money, okay, in country which is 10 times poorer than Poland? He can employ someone from local market for $60 per month, not 1,000. Why he won't do this? Because his idea is to bring 6 people. 3 of them will very fast back to Europe because they will not like Africa lifestyle. 3 will stay for 1 year, and from those 3, 1 start to be a manager of all hotel. Why? Because he wrote something like this. How to translate? It can be the stupidest girl as you know. They will be much smarter than all of what I have here. Yeah? Something like this. The IQ, imagine this. IQ of people from Western civilization is average near 100. Yeah? Poland have 92, Ukraine have 97, Great Britain have 100. In Zambia, average IQ is 79. Okay? In Botswana, the richest country in all Africa, average IQ is 70. What does it mean? If you check on Wikipedia, there is classification of IQ. And people below 72, in one of classification, they are called morons. It's science. Okay? Botswana, 70 IQ. I met a lot of dumb people in Poland, but I never saw how somebody try it, with hammer, hammed the nail, but upside down. And didn't know why it's not work. Okay? And you have this question, sir, this nail is not from this plank. No? It's happening. But we are laughing, but Botswana is most richest country in all Africa. 4 years ago, I spoke with one girl who is working in preschool and primary school. and she earned $950 per month on hand, plus taxes, of course. Okay? Why? I don't know if you know something about history of Africa, but few dozens, maybe few hundred years ago, some Western country tried to, the leftists will say colonize them, but we will say civilize them. Okay? And they bring English law or common law. You can take the list of the freest country in the world, the list of richest country in the world, and what you will see in the first 10 of them. You will see Hong Kong, Singapore, USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Switzerland, what's more? Botswana, Canada, all of them are old British colony. It doesn't matter where, in Asia, in Australia. Come on, they sent criminals to Australia. Yeah? Botswana, it doesn't matter where. This shit works. English law, common law, limited company, etc. It's working everywhere. So, the South Africa colony was called Botswana, where is now Botswana, and how it's called Zimbabwe? Rhodesia, yeah? And in 70s, in 80s, there was big separate movement, and all of African countries start being independent. You know, when I mail with organizer about conference, I ask what is the main subject of this conference. He said separation and business, etc. Okay, separation is good if the new country will go right. If it's go left, it's one big shit. You know where is Zimbabwe, you know where is Botswana. Zimbabwe 40 years ago was the richest country in all Africa, without South Africa, of course. It was capital of English colony. In 19th century, they built, in 18th century or 17th, they built first castle. The locals built first castle. It doesn't look like castle, but what is the interesting part, they use nails from gold. They use gold nails to build roof. Why? Because gold was cheaper than copper. Okay? Zimbabwe is a very rich place. Botswana was the poorer place in all world, I think, because Botswana is Kalahari Desert. It's 3 times bigger than Poland, and maybe 500,000 people was living there. But in Zimbabwe, power after the independent, after the civil war, take African Hitler or African version of Che Guevara. Very strange guy, which started to reform this great country. First two reform was reform of education, that each of kids needs to go to school, and second reform was free hospitals, free healthcare, and country just goes bankrupt. You know the story. I was in Zimbabwe maybe half year after inflation, and now this old money have value back again because they are souvenir for tourists. Yeah. But what's happened in Botswana? The power take Kamil Cebulski. You know this guy? You know this name? Kamil Cebulski. Why? Come on, we are on Liberty Conference. You should shoot those kind of name like from machine gun. Yeah, I know that you know. Glenn know everything. No, Kamil Cebulski, remember this, because he created the fastest growing country in the world. Average was 9.3 GDP per year per third year. So it was very fast, and he was a really nice guy. And now the Botswana is the richest place in all Africa. Even richer than Poland, because teacher in primary school, I think they can't earn $950 per month on hand. Yeah. Okay. So, I want to leave you with this idea that unfortunately we have the now we have in the power the biggest socialist in the last 30 years, I think. Unfortunately, we go in wrong direction, and having a business here will be heaviest and heaviest and heaviest. So try to think how you can think about do something in different country. I offer you Africa, because when you go there, you will be the smartest person in all area, believe me. You will have big advance, really. From street, you can go to each bureau, to each office, and they will give you a job minimum $2,000, because you are white. Even if you are stupid, you are the smartest person in all area. I know it is harsh, I know it is not politically correct, but I think this is it. Because they suffer from lack of managing skills. Okay? They are the biggest exporter of copper, but they import copper wire. What? They export copper to China, few thousand kilometers, it's heavy, okay? Zambia, the nearest port is 2,000 kilometers on land. It's fucking expensive. I sent a few containers there, and I pay for ship maybe $1,000 and $1,500 maybe for ship, okay, and $4,000 for truck. It's fucking expensive, and they import back the same stuff. Why they not build copper wire factory? Why? Maybe you can't do copper wire factory. I can't. I don't have skills. But even internet network. Okay? I shipped to Africa maybe 30, maybe 40 computers. I asked my friends, do you have some old computers? And they said, I have, but that there is Windows 98 they made, or Windows XP or 98, and it is too old to Africa. When I went to my friend in Africa, which have small network stuff and place when you can copy some papers, he had Windows 95, and it was 3 years ago. Okay? Come on, believe me. Africa is great place for very smart, very entrepreneurial person. But there is one big minus of living in Africa. It's social life. Okay, it's very hard to find smart wife there. So you need to decide money or family. If you have, I try to do what I can in English. I will ask our friends if they understand everything. And if you have any question, I will be hanging out here. Oh, now you? We have some time for question? No, no, no. They said no. Okay. I am not hurry anywhere. I will be here with you. So if you have some questions, just ask me. And thank you.